the world's most advanced cold wallet for the new generation of cryptocurrency lovers.
So if you are interested in buying this decent wallet, you can find a link in the description down below where you will get a 20% discount. Thank you very much, and let's dig in the video. What's up, XRP family? Thank you guys for joining the video for today. We have some very interesting stuff to cover here. We start with Francesco tweeting out 2014 Ethereum IPO video. This is looking so bad for Ethereum, guys. This is literally a video where Jewel Dietz actually presents the Ethereum IPO to a couple of investors, which is crazy. So Jewel Dietz, founding member of Ethereum and creator of MetaMask, calling Ethereum an IPO to a group of investors, leading the meeting for Vitalik. Boom. So this also, guys, shows us again that actually XRP never held an IPO or an ICO and still was called a security, and Ethereum just went there and got the free pass. So again, guys, more proof. Let's take a look what he was saying here.
And I'm going to give basically a high-level presentation of what Ethereum is as a technology, and then kind of organizationally how it is, including this IPO. And then I'm going to turn it over to Vitalik, who will answer sort of technical questions. So he's available, he's in Toronto on Skype. He's kind of waiting for us right now. And I'm going to give basically...
So very, very interesting. These were investors. They were presenting the upcoming IPO of Ethereum. So this is all just in the open, guys. The only man in crypto who thinks we have regulatory clarity when it was 22 October 2018. That's 3 years ago. So this guy actually thought that we had the regulatory clarity, because obviously he was talking in a way that Ethereum can just be having an ICO and not being showed as a security. Let's take a look.
The smaller jurisdictions and some of the bigger jurisdictions like the United States, regulators are getting a very good understanding of the value of the technology. They're applying the laws as they have been doing for decades, and clarifying exactly what could be a consumer utility token and not a security, and what needs to be an investor token.
Sorry to interrupt you, sir, but can we establish first of all that you do believe that digital currencies do need to be regulated? They are not self-regulating.
So I think there will be lots of self-regulatory activity in our space. We at our company Consensus don't focus very much on cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin is a cryptocurrency. Ether's, it has some characteristics of cryptocurrency, but it's really a crypto fuel or a crypto commodity. And so the Ethereum platform is a decentralized application platform. There are many other blockchain-based or decentralized protocols and platforms, and none of those will need to be regulated. One doesn't regulate technologies, one regulates the use of the technology. So trying to regulate, say, a MySQL database or an Oracle database doesn't make sense. One regulates the different uses that are...
Look how weird, guy. How can Joseph Lubin actually say that back in 2018, everything was clear and there is self-regulatory for Ethereum? How is this even possible, guys? Now, this is because they were already talking to the SEC and were creating this monopoly for Ethereum. Very clear what is happening here, guys. SEC versus Ripple, what to wait for in XRP lawsuit agenda. So let's take a look, guys, where we are at the moment. We're still in the middle of the discovery phase. After the judge moved the dates twice, the deadline for the expert discovery has moved from Friday, November 12th, tomorrow, to January 14. So here we have a couple of deadlines, guys, because tomorrow is a deadline where the SEC has to also give up some documents. But here we have also December 6th. It is most likely that we'll be hearing from the court both parties throughout the rest of the month, but the next scheduled day on the lawsuit agenda comes in December. December 6th is the deadline for the SEC to comply with the judge's order regarding the discovery disputes, including identifying any term in the XRP sales contract that could create an expectation of profits and explaining if Ripple's efforts were necessary to effect the price of XRP. So very clear, guys. We're waiting for that 6th December, which is going to be very, very interesting. The SEC is also required to file hundreds of answers to Ripple's RFAs regarding XRP sales offshore. The RFAs relating to the fair notice defense might not be answered if the judge grants SEC motion to strike the fair notice defense, which seems to be unlikely. The plaintiff might also be required to answer whether the XRP ledger was fully functional when the sales took place in 2013. On that, the Hogan attorney commented on a hidden gem where the SEC contradicts itself. There are a number of pending document deliveries such as Ripple's Slack communications and Ripple's recordings on XRP sales and marketing. So there's some couple of things that we are still waiting for, guys. The biggest one is definitely this one, and this may be a date where the case will be over. We are trading at 1.22. We had a bit of a dip. Do not panic, guys. This is very healthy and very normal. We are just retracing back, and it seems very good. So here you can see, guys, Chinese retail giant GD accepts digital yuan payments for Singles Day. Some 450,000 GD customers have used China's digital yuan for payments as of June. Here you can see, guys, the future. The future is already here because this is already being used. And we were saying this, guys, back in April, back in January, 1 year ago, 2 years ago. Like, a lot of people in the XRP community were telling that this is coming. This is the future, the digital currencies, the CBDCs that are all coming. And a lot of them will be on RippleNet, guys. And it will be the basic, actually digital asset bank of the whole world. What's cooking? European Union failing. Turkey emerged beyond expectation. China's high growth at screeching halt. Robots are here. What's next? What's cooking? Interoperability, CBDC, NFT, DLT, and SME. Look at that, guys. XRP, XDC. We have Stellar here, Quant, Algorand, all coins, IOTA, all coins that are related, and this is from The Economist. Very, very interesting, guys. Here we can see, told you years in advance, Swift runs on Ripple. Ripple partner identity, CEO talks Ripple Swift patent. The transmission of payment messages. We could be connecting members of the Swift network with members of the Ripple network. See, guys, it's possible to have some kind of working together with the Swift and Ripple in the current case. Let's take a look.
Now, last month, your share price spiked briefly above 30 cents. It's now around that 18-cent mark. What caused the spike, and why wasn't it able to be maintained?
If I'm honest with the market, the spike came from some public discussion about the patents that we own in the United States and drawing some connections with what our patent could be used for. We've made it public that our patent for an idea that uses blockchain and tokens to send and receive very rich payment information around the world has the ability to connect both old and new payment networks around the world. So for the transmission of payment messages, we could be connecting members of the Swift network with members of the Ripple network. And I think that late in August, we submitted some additional claims to the US Patent Office, and that received some really keen interest from investors around the world.
So do you think it's only a matter of time then that more investors grasp the story and the potential?
We released a new investor presentation yesterday, which I think does a much greater job of explaining in detail that framework that I talked to you about before in terms of what are we doing now, what's on the horizon for us next, and then what does our long-term strategy look like. And we have connected all of the dots between our United States patent reporting to regulators and some of the longer-term strategies of the business. And I think it tells a really neat story about some potential significant long-term benefits for the company.
That was identity.
This is just, guys, the beginning of crypto. I'm telling you, this is just the beginning. Ripple is still cheap. Things are still cheap within the cryptocurrency space. You can still jump in and profit from this generational wealth that is coming. What would happen if Ripple closed its doors and all escrowed XRP were burned? Very interesting point by John E. Deaton. There are approximately 47 billion XRP in circulation. The XRPL is open source with hundreds of developers utilizing it. It could possibly become the best buying opportunity in many years. Fact, if Ripple shut down operations and closed its door permanently, and the SEC seized XRP in escrow, according to its own theory, the SEC would be in common enterprise with all XRP holders. No one knows for sure what would happen with the price. Would price spike because of cutting supply in half? Would there be an initial sell-off of the news? A different group of investors would likely buy as many XRP as possible, utilizing the underlying technology. Guys, if this happens, if the 47 billion or the rest of the XRP gets burned, it's gonna be crazy, guys, because there will be less XRP. But I really doubt it, because we need there to be a lot of XRP to actually use it for all moving around all the money. Here we can see, guys, Mr. Bull, Ripples, Riddlers. Let's take a look. November 17th, mark your calendars, he's saying, because there is something happening. Let's see if that is true, guys. Time will tell. We don't have to pay too much attention to that. Here we can see, guys, that Ripple again is connected to all of these banks. Here you can see a very nice picture of that, and here you can see that it's in comparison with Bitcoin. Very interesting, guys. Very interesting. Visa is a partner of Ripple. Visa is hiring director to develop Visa card integrations with crypto exchanges and NFTs. Very, very interesting. We know that Visa is a Ripple partner, and they actually are doing a lot of things with crypto. They're really embracing it. They like it, because they bought a CryptoPunk back in this year. So they are really liking crypto, guys, and now they're even expanding more. And imagine that even Visa is using Ripple network to actually move around value and move around money. It's gonna be crazy, guys. Thank you very much for watching this video. See you in the next one. Cheers.